Good morning, all. Welcome to the third session of Teaching Aptitude. Before going further, let me introduce our study group to you. Our study group is a WhatsApp based platform in which we'll be giving study materials and handwritten notes and video lectures on important topics. There will be MCQ at 8 p.m. regularly, and there will be a previous question paper revision at 8:30 p.m. Weekly mock tests will be conducted or based on the new pattern, and everything is provided at 1599. You can WhatsApp to the given number. So let's start the session. Our topic for the day is learner's characteristics. So before going to the learner's characteristics, we must know what is learning. According to Gardner Murphy, the term learning covers every modification in behavior to meet environmental requirements. So, any behavioral change that we accepted in order to meet the entire environmental requirement is known as learning. That means we are learning a new thing, or we are learning to adopt. Then, according to Henry P. Smith, learning is the acquisition of new behavior or the strengthening or weakening of all behavior as the result of experience. So, experience is an important thing in learning. So, how we change or how we adapt to the environmental changes according to based on our experience is known as learning. Learning characteristics can be described as measuring the characteristics of a learner such as behavioral nature, attitude, psychological nature towards everything related to learning. So it can be further classified into different aspects like behavioral attitudes, psychological attitudes, etc. Learners can be classified into different types. It can be visual learner, kinetic learner, auditory learner, stress learner, ease learner, scribble learner, thrust learner, teach learner, copy learner. So what is visual learner? Visual learner is someone who learns what they see. When it comes to kinetics, learn what they do. After doing something, we are learning. Auditory learner is learning from what they hear. Stress learner is purely based on stress. They will start to learn what stresses them. Then ease learner learn what relaxes them. Scribble learner learn what they write out. Trust learner learn from authority or power. Teach learner learn by teaching. Instructions will purely based on instructions. Then copy learner learn what they can copy. So what they are able to copy, they will be learning. Learners' characteristics can be broadly classified into four categories. That is personal characteristics, academic characteristics, social, emotional characteristics, cognitive characteristics, and so on. So what is personal characteristics? So every learner has some personal characteristics like his age, gender, cultural background, maturation, then language, social, economic status, and specific needs. All these affects its popular behavior and its skills and disabilities. So personal characteristics include all these things. When it comes to academic levels, educational type, educational level, and knowledge are the basic components. When it comes to social and emotional characteristics, emotional stability, social behavior, all those things will come under social and emotional characteristics. Then next one is cognitive characteristics of learner can be described such as memory, mental pressure, ability to solve problem, intellectual skills, remembers, organizes and store information in the brain. All those something related to the memory and brain is come under brain will be coming under cognitive characteristics of the human being. So it is a broad classification. It can be. I mean, learners' characteristics can be further classified as Good learners are curious, means curiosity, then strong, carefully understanding, they will be trying to understand every situation. Social and personal quality, growth and development, willingness to learn, interest and attitude of the learner, easily adjustment to change, whatever the changes they will be able to understand, they will be able to adjust, internal motivation, social cultural background, learning power, nervousness are key. So whenever a learner is given a situation which is unknown to him, he'll be nervous. So knowledge comes from such situations. Application of mind and creativity. So these are the basic features or general features of every learner. Now we are further classifying the characteristics of different learners based on their types. So for this purpose, we are dividing learners into different types like active learner, reflective learner, sensing learner, intuitive, visual, verbal, cortical, and global learners. Now let's compare the characteristics of each type of groups. So first type of learner is active learner, and we are comparing active learners with reflective learners. So the basic feature of active learner is, you can see, let's try. The basic attitude of active learner is let's try out and if it is works. So let's see what is happening. So they are ready to do the work first. After that, they will be thinking. So in case of reflective learner, the situation is different. They will think first, and then only they will be going to do that. It is like a teamwork. And when it comes to reflective learner, they are working alone. Lecture classes are challenging because they are active. They always wanted to be part of something. When it comes to reflective learner, they may have trouble getting started if they think too long before writing. So thinking can be done, but when it comes to overthinking, that may not be productive. When in case of active learners may have difficulty when they always act before they think. So even before thinking they are acting. So it may not be fruitful. In case of reflective learners, when learning new information, should stop periodically and try to apply it in new ways. So it's overthinking. They must reduce the thinking and they must apply new ways to their learning skills. When it comes to active learners, should try to work and study in groups and with a partner. So a teamwork is needed, and they must facilitate teamwork. Now let's compare sensing learners with intuitive learners. In case of sensing learners, they used established standards to solve the problems because they learn from the facts that is already covered, that's already created. And in case of intuitive learners, they prefer to discover new ideas and connections. So there may be already written knowledge. They will try to create an additional, or they will try to learn something new from the entire framework. In case of sensing learners, again, they are ready to work hard. They are ready to give more time and they get ready to give detailed work, detailed study, detailed memorizing skills, everything. And in case of intuitive learners, they prefer quick work. Next comparison is between visual learners and verbal learners. In case of visual learners, uh, remember everything what they see. Timeliness, demonstration, flowcharts, etc. are the ways to teach visual learners. Create timeliness for projects, papers, tests, etc. Color code tasks. All these are the basic features of visual learners because they try to learn from what they see. In case of verbal learners, they prefer written or spoken instructions based on verbs. Should write summaries of tasks in own words. Should try to work in groups or with the partner whenever possible. Next comparison is between sequential learners and global learners. In case of sequential learners, they love to follow the steps. That means the sequence to find every solution. So they will be going to the first step. What happened past? What happened present? Then what is going to happen in the future? So they will be detailing every aspect and they will be creating an idea in a sequential manner. In case of global learners, they are generalization. They are purely generalizing every topic. They do not go through every aspect of any situation. They are not detail oriented. They will be creating a general idea of every topic. Learning characteristics can be further classified on the basis of adolescent learner and adult learner. We can go through each of these aspects, each of these their characteristics on your printed notes. Please go through it, and if there is any doubt, please clarify it with me. Thank you. That's all for today. We'll be continuing in the next session.